When we built this brewery together, we all had aspirations of, yes, we're a brewery, yes, we give people beer, yes, we feed people, but what can we do beyond that?
We kept saying, why not Chattanooga? And why did Chattanooga not have the same amount of breweries as like in Asheville, North Carolina?
One of our favorite things to do was to go to different breweries, and to this day we still do. And I always love to read mission statements or see what they're doing within the community. And so when we opened up, I said, that's definitely something I want to be a part of.
So I chose Ole Miss, and really it came down to visiting and be able to see it in person and just the beauty of it, the atmosphere. And I mean, let's be honest, you go down to one sporting event, no matter what the sporting event again, and it's just absolutely captivating.
It was the only place, like Jake said, that people made you feel welcome. We do, a lot of the times when we'll go into restaurants here in Chattanooga, when we're in the airport, we do yell hotty toddy, and that always leads into a conversation of when were you there, how long were you there, what was your degree in, and then naturally, were you in Greek life?
So the beer world for me really started when my brother left the University of Mississippi and enrolled into Charlotte School of Law, and I would go up and visit him. Essentially, I brought back a lot of the knowledge and the kits and the components to brew beer when I'd go and visit them and bring them back. And later on, that hobby kind of just kept picking up and going. And when I left Ole Miss and entered the oil and gas field, I worked a rotation where I was on the job site for roughly 21 days at a time, and I was home for 21 days at a time. And during that time off, it was just the right amount of time to be bored enough to continue that hobby. We'd come back, land from being offshore, and would brew a beer while enjoying a beer that I had previously brewed.
One of my favorite desserts is a s'mores. And we're like, okay, let's do a s'mores beer for our wedding. Well, Jake woke up one night in the oil rig, 2 in the morning, calls me. He said, moon pies are local to Chattanooga. Moon pies are essentially s'mores. So let's brew a moon pie beer. Everybody raved over this beer, said, y'all need to open up a brewery. We said, no way, we're poor, broke college kids, not gonna happen. From that night, somebody told us this building came up for bid. And this is an old Trolley Factory foundry. And so we submitted hand drawings, thinking no way we're gonna win, of what we thought the concept of this building could be, because it was just a blank canvas. We got a phone call about 2 weeks later. We didn't even have a house in Chattanooga. Said, hey, you won the bid. And that is when it all started. We moved to Chattanooga. I finished with my master's, and then the build out for this happened.
So when we started Naked River, I tried to shy away from doing food, but ultimately at the end of the day, you've got to have something that keeps people here. And if I was going to do something, it was going to be something else that I was passionate about. And we teamed up with a couple other people that had kind of similar passions, and we launched the barbecue brand of the business. And it's not easy. We cook roughly 250 pounds of brisket, 300 pounds of pulled pork, 200 pounds of turkey, 200 pounds of chicken, and a whole bunch of other things on that smoker every single week. It has been an absolute honor to be able to start this company and get to where we are. And what makes us keep fighting forward and keep trying to expand and grow this company is the love and support that we've gotten from our community. We get every single time people coming in, and so appreciative of what we're trying to do and our ultimate goal of becoming the best brew pub in the Southeast, become the ultimate community brew pub. The amount of donations and activity that we've given back to the environment, and really just the fun that we have as a team here together is really shining through. I mean, from day one we set upon a mission, before we even made a profit at the brewery, that we were going to give back a large portion to certain funds. And I think when we first started out, we worked with a land conservation group here that basically bought up land to make sure that kept from development. I think year one, we gave over $10,000 back to them, and then we moved on to different animal projects, working here with the Tennessee Aquarium, which is a world-renowned aquarium that really does a lot with rehabilitating species and trying to reintroduce them back to the environment, and teaching and education are all big parts of that and big parts of us and why we wake up every day. And we're almost up to another 20 grand just the aquarium alone.
Every year we introduce a new beer, and what we do, we pick a territory on the Tennessee River. Starting with our gorge, we did the Gorge Land Trust. And on the side of the gorge can is a part of a Tennessee River of where we gave back to that community. Then we did one after that, and it's called the Sturgeon General. And that's when we started giving back to more of the water system. So we've done land, so far water. And we helped reintroduce sturgeon into the Tennessee River. For our third year, we stuck with the Tennessee Aquarium, and the year 2020 was the year of the turtles. So we did turtle conservation, and it's called Cosmic Turtle. So Cosmic Turtle is that third stack to our series of beers, giving back to the turtles of reintroducing them into the wild, conservation, research, and education.
Every bit of that really builds into why we come back every day. It's a pride of knowing that we started this place for all the right reasons, and we were able to make it work. We were able to do those things. We were able to have a fun environment, be serious in distribution, become one of the larger breweries in the South almost overnight, but still doing the right by the community and have them appreciate us for it.